Hello there, it's time for Storyvival, and today, on the occasion of Akshaya Tritiya, we bring you the story of Adinath Rishabhadeva of the Jains. Jainism is an ancient Indian religion that had 24 Tirthankars or Jinas, holy saints, that guided people and helped them to understand the Jain way of life. Adinath Rishabhadeva was the first among the 24 Tirthankars of the Jains. But before he became a Tirthankar, Rishabhadeva was the king of Ayodhya, a city in present-day Uttar Pradesh in India. Even as a prince, Prince Rishabh had been a very wise and intelligent man. And when he became the king, he sought to understand what the people of Ayodhya needed to know according to the times and had them learn many things: farming, trading, martial arts, pottery, architecture, music, dance. The society flourished under the rule of King Rishabh. As he grew older, King Rishabh sought to seek the spiritual path. So, he divided his kingdom amongst his children, gave up all his worldly possessions, his palace, his clothes, his ornaments, everything, and became a monk. He meditated continuously for 6 months without food and water, and at the end of 6 months, he had become a complete monk. Now, monks don't own anything, no house, no material, so they don't even have the items to cook food for themselves. They do not ask anybody for anything either. They take food only when somebody offers it to them. But Rishabhadeva was one of the first monks of his time, and not many people knew what was to be offered to monks. Also, he had been the king of Ayodhya. So at the end of meditating for 6 months without food and water, when Rishabhadeva went from house to house seeking food, people recognized him as the king. They offered him clothes, jewels, animals, things fit for a king. But nobody offered him food. Rishabhadeva couldn't accept any of those gifts because he had given everything up and become a monk. He wandered from house to house, but nobody offered him food, and so he had to continue wandering without food and water after having already gone without food and water for 6 months. Wandering this way, Rishabhadeva reached the city of Hastinapur, another city in present-day Uttar Pradesh. The prince of Hastinapur at the time was Prince Shreyans Kumar. When Shreyans Kumar saw Rishabhadeva from the window of his palace, he immediately recognized that he was a monk and understood what was to be offered. That same day, the king of Hastinapur had been offered 108 pitchers of fresh sugarcane juice. Prince Shreyans Kumar rushed down to greet Rishabhadeva and to offer him this sweet sugarcane juice. Having been offered something without being asked, Rishabhadeva was able to accept Prince Shreyans's offering and broke his fast after 403 days, that's more than a year, by drinking this sweet sugarcane juice. It was the day of Akshaya Tritiya when Rishabhadeva broke his fast. This marked the establishment of a system of preparing and offering food to monks called as Aharachar in Jainism. In Jain tradition, Varshitap is a fast which is conducted in this way for 13 months and 13 days. A common form of this fast is to eat food only on alternate days for the entire duration of 13 months and 13 days. The Varshitap fast is usually broken by drinking sugarcane juice, just like Adinath Rishabhadeva had done so many years ago. So that was the story of Adinath Rishabhadeva and the establishment of Aharachar in Jainism on the day of Akshaya Tritiya. We hope you enjoyed the Storyvival and will be back soon for more.